We're here in Pittsburgh because I was teaching at Carnegie Mellon for 13 years. And I realized that my students came and they went because there weren't the resources here for them to stay. And that's how everything starts, basically, is thinking about what is the need. So Ron and I began this thing because we had this vision of creating a community of artists that would gather at the Glass Center. And I mean broadly artists, architects, installation artists, conceptual artists, all planning and working at this facility. One of the things we wanted to do was very similar to what we were talking about with Children's Hospital. We wanted to make a comfortable place, but in this case for artists. We want them to be comfortable to think, invent, create, make connections with others, and maybe at some point make something that was never here before.
Hey, I'm Jeb Feldman, the Deputy Mayor of Braddock. We're looking at the Carey Furnace, Carey Furnace number 6 and 7, which are unoperating mills here in the Pittsburgh area. We're working to bring artists into Braddock. We've got the free studio program in the well-publicized O-Ringer building there on Braddock Avenue. We also have a number of installation spaces that we use frequently to try to give people a venue to bring their sort of skills and their local color or their own ideas to Braddock as well. Often it deals with found objects, which I think is very appropriate here in Braddock because of the level of abandonment and sort of decay around here. There's a lot of things sort of falling off of buildings and a lot of sort of loose items and things that people don't care about. So when artists come into work and they install using pieces of things that they found or building using things that they found, it really works to sort of highlight what it is that Braddock is sort of going through at this point. This was a town that at one point had 20-some thousand people in its half square mile. Now it's down to, I think, under 2,700. And so you have a sort of a level of emptiness. The activity's been really positive and people are sort of perceiving that. They're realizing that this is about spaces and creating life and color and energy and that nothing that's being brought to the table has sort of any negative spin to it. The people that we're working with have, I think, without exception, been like really sort of they're thoughtful about what community they're reaching into and where they are now and who's there. And the people in Braddock, I think, are learning to sort of like come to grips with that and actually learn to really sort of I probably even enjoy what's going on.
You take something on like this because it's a measure of your life. It's something that's beyond you. It lifts you up beyond your daily selves into something bigger and better. And that's what's exciting about this project.
Kathleen and Ron, I think, are great role models of how to take the arts and to place it within the context of a community so that not only do the glass artists themselves directly benefit, but by having a presence in the community, they change the perception of value within the city so that the facilities are built, people are attracted to the facilities, so they spend money at the facilities, they support the artists, they improve the revitalization of a challenged section of town, which is where they located the glass factory, so that they really are part of a grand tradition that the arts has played throughout history, where artists, present company included, take chances in marginalized communities that frequently are given up on for dead. And through the arts and vitality and commitment and hard work, we're able to bring those communities back into the conversation regarding the region, and frequently they become the sources of economic revitalization, as witnessed by the improvement in housing stock, et cetera, et cetera. That's really been done by Ron and Kathleen in a very powerful and dramatic way. So they have benefited me by virtue of their example. And I think that symbols are important in the future of all human beings, particularly as it applies to this conversation.
People said we were crazy for starting this, but who isn't crazy? Everybody's too busy. Everybody's crazy.
Who isn't too
It has to
busy?
end up there.
Okay, I'm done.